Okay, so are you ready to like dive deep into this article?
Always.
This one's called On a New Timeline Now, and
Oh, I read that one.
yeah, it's about like manifesting desires and timelines and, the whole power of belief thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like before we like really get into it, I'm curious, like what are you hoping to get out of this deep dive today?
Well, I mean, for me, it's always cool to see like how different people approach this stuff.
Yeah.
Like some folks are looking for like practical tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Others are more about like the philosophical side of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess I'm kind of interested in seeing how this article balances those two.
Okay, yeah, me too. And for our listeners out there, like, are you looking for like those practical tips or are you more into like shifting your perspective or maybe just a little bit of both? Let
Yeah.
us know.
Let's see what this article has to say.
All right, so jumping right in this article starts off with this idea of like relaxing and letting go of desperation.
Right. Like not being so attached to the outcome.
Yeah, yeah. And I find that concept kind of appealing, like not being so like tightly wound about everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, how does it actually work?
Well, it's not about just like giving up,
Right.
It's more about like aligning your energy with what you want.
Okay.
The article talks about like matching the frequency of your desired reality.
Like a tuning fork.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like imagine trying to tune a radio to a specific station.
Okay.
If you're not on the right frequency, you're not going to get the signal.
So we need to like get on the same wavelength as our goal.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so it's not enough to just like think positive thoughts,
Right. It's about aligning your actions and beliefs too.
both internally and externally.
Exactly. So like, let's say you want to attract a new job.
Okay,
It's not enough to just sit on your couch and daydream about it.
got it.
You also got to be like updating your resume networking, practicing your interview skills.
Like putting in the work.
Yeah, basically like walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Right.
Action.
Yeah. But the article also mentioned this whole mind-body-spirit connection.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
How does that fit into all of this?
Well, it's about recognizing that we're not just like minds floating around.
We have bodies.
Exactly. We're complex beings with thoughts, emotions, and physical bodies.
Right.
And all of these things contribute to our overall energy.
So it's like a holistic approach?
Yeah, think of like an athlete preparing for a competition.
Okay.
They visualize success, they train their bodies, they cultivate a winning mindset.
They're in the zone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All of these elements work together.
Interesting. Okay, so we've talked about aligning our energy taking action.
Yeah.
But this article really emphasizes believing in the outcome as if it's already happened.
Right, like really embodying that reality.
But isn't that kind of a stretch? I mean, can simply believing something make it true?
Well, that's where things get a little more like mind-bending,
Yeah, for sure.
The article brings up the concept of the quantum field
Oh, boy.
and how our beliefs might actually influence reality at a fundamental level.
Okay, so bear with me here because
Yeah.
I'm like not a physicist or anything.
No, it's a tricky concept.
But like in simple terms.
Okay, so imagine like a field of possibilities,
Okay.
and our beliefs act like magnets drawing certain possibilities closer.
So the stronger our belief, the stronger the magnet.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting. So are we talking about like transcending the limits of our everyday reality here?
Yeah.
Because the article kind of hints at that. Like those limitations might be more flexible than we think.
Yeah, that's a key part of it.
Like we create our own limits.
It's about like shifting our perspective and recognizing that there might be a lot more possible than we realize.
So we're not just bound by the rules of the physical world.
Right, it's about moving beyond our perceived limitations. I mean, that goes for mental and emotional limitations too.
Wow. Okay. So like there's this whole other realm of possibilities just waiting to be unlocked.
According to this article, yeah.
Okay, this is blowing my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
But that brings us to this idea of being on a new timeline.
Right.
The article says our choices and beliefs influence which timeline we experience.
Yeah, it's like choosing a path at a fork in the road.
Okay, hold on. What exactly is a timeline in this context? Are we talking time travel here?
Not time travel like in the movies,
Yeah.
Think of it more like different versions of reality,
Okay.
each with its own unique possibilities.
Parallel universes.
Kind of, yeah. So the article is suggesting that there's been a shift in collective consciousness.
Like a global awakening.
You could say that.
Okay.
And this shift is moving us towards a reality with more abundance.
So it's not like a specific event that happened?
Not necessarily, more like a gradual evolution.
Fascinating. So by aligning ourselves with this new, more expansive reality, we're essentially choosing to experience a different set of possibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a lot to take in. All right, so the article ends with this powerful call to action. It says, relax, trust, and co-create a reality full of possibilities.
I like that.
Me too. But like, if our listener had to start with just one thing, one concrete step to start aligning with this vision, what would you recommend?
That's a good question. I'd say start small.
Okay.
Choose a goal that feels exciting to you.
Yeah.
Something that aligns with this idea of a more expansive reality.
Got it.
And it doesn't have to be huge.
Baby steps.
Right? Then take one action towards it.
Like what kind of action?
It could be anything, really.
Yeah.
Writing down your goal, visualizing yourself achieving it, even just talking about it with someone.
So simple but powerful.
Exactly. And the most important part is to connect with the positive feelings associated with that goal.
Like actually feel it.
Yeah, feel the excitement, the joy, the satisfaction as if it's already happened.
I can see how that would like amp up the magnet.
Exactly.
Wow, we've covered some serious ground today.
Yeah.
From letting go of desperation to the power of belief, this whole idea of choosing our timeline.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
It really has. So for our listeners out there, I want to leave you with this question. If anything is truly possible, what's one thing you'd love to see manifest in your life? Think about it. Take that first step and see where it leads.
The journey is half the fun.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.